A lot of the conversation around this new trailer focuses on how Sam Wilson shouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell of going up against Red Hulk. And this got me thinking. Marvel very obviously wants everyone to accept Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. So what better way to force that into existence than to have him go up against an adversary that should very easily annihilate him, and yet still he comes out on top. Never change, Marvel. Never change. Let's discuss. Our content sucks. Our content sucks.
I watch so you don't have to.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Let's go, baby! Captain America Brave New World trailer in full effect. I think it's safe to say that we are all very excited for this, so here we go. Hold on, is that who I think it is? Oh my gosh. Nerdgasm, whoever edited this trailer deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. That's right, he's not Steve Rogers, he's better. Yo, superhero landing. Oh my god, this is so cool. Hello, big red CGI Harrison Ford. I know a lot of people have talked about some reshoots going on behind the scenes, but after seeing this trailer, I'm convinced. Brave New World will be peak cinema and we will be seated. So here's the thing about this trailer and every other trailer that has come out for this movie so far. Marvel Studios very clearly wants everyone to believe that this movie is going to be in the same vein as Winter Soldier. Because Winter Soldier is regarded by many as one of the best things to come out of the MCU. So it does kind of make sense for a struggling Marvel Studios to try to replicate that success. And if we didn't know any better and we took the trailer at face value, then we probably would have been able to buy into that. But we know better, don't we? And this is clearly not the MCU that produced the Winter Soldier. This is the new MCU that produced such bona fide flops as Quantumania and Thor Love and Thunder.
Whatever it is that you're offering, we're not into it. Don't care, couldn't care less.
Now, is it possible that Marvel Studios has learned from its past mistakes and is trying now to do better? Sure. It is unlikely, but definitely possible, especially if you listen to how the media talks about Marvel Studios. You see, if you listen to the media, they want you to believe that changes are being made at Marvel Studios, and that they are now focused on quality over quantity like so many people have asked for over the past several years. But I, unlike some people, was not fooled by the Deadpool and Wolverine nostalgia bait. Because I knew eventually they would have to make a movie like Brave New World. A movie that couldn't lean on nostalgia and would have to stand on its own 2 feet. And I'm just not convinced that the creative team at Marvel Studios is capable of doing that right now. What I ultimately expect from Brave New World is for all of those past mistakes to rear their ugly head once again.
Something very familiar about all this.
I mean, the signs are all there. All we've heard about this movie as far as reactions go is that the test screenings haven't gone well. And this has caused Marvel, the reactionary filmmakers that they are, to do a ton of reshoots. And that is a surefire way to make this movie feel disjointed and messy, just like all of the other projects you've released recently. When it comes right down to it, Marvel Studios has shown us that they are incapable of properly establishing new characters. And when I say establishing new characters, I mean in a way that captures the general audience's attention in the way that the original Avengers did. And this isn't just any character. This is one of the pillars of the MCU. This is Captain America. Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, has already been solidified as a bona fide anchor of this franchise. A character that you could lean on narratively and that audiences would respond to accordingly.
I could do this all day.
To suggest that that mantle can be handed down to another character entirely so easily is a gross miscalculation of Steve Rogers' appeal. As I watched this trailer and all of the other trailers before it, there is absolutely nothing about Sam Wilson that would suggest he has an aura that makes him worthy of picking up the shield. Now, you can try to force feed the character to the audience But we now have a proven track record of that not going well for Marvel Studios. In Marvel's case, it has led to many recent examples of epic disappointment. If they were to establish Sam Wilson as his own character, and not a replacement character, it probably would have went a long way to helping the audience connect with him. But as it stands right now, you kind of get the feeling that a majority of people do not give a shit about Sam Wilson picking up Steve Rogers' mantle.
I don't care!
And I think the trailer makes it very clear that Marvel understands that this will be one of the biggest criticisms against the character. I mean, there is an actual line of dialogue in the trailer that says you are not Steve Rogers. But just because you are self-aware does not mean that you have an advantage over your critics. If She-Hulk taught us anything, it's that being self-aware in the MCU only serves to highlight the glaring problems rather than address them and fix them. If you couple this with the fact that the inclusion of Red Hulk as the villain of this film does feel like a reach, and it does feel like he is only being included to serve as a heavy-handed modern political metaphor, and he is also being used to mask how bad you fumbled the OG Hulk in the process. It's fair to say that nothing about this trailer impressed me. The fact that you have Harrison Ford of all people shilling for the garbage that Marvel has been producing lately tells me everything that I need to know.
Son of a bitch.
And no, a serious tone and the facade of a high-stakes espionage thriller is not going to fool me. In the end, it will most likely be just another Marvel movie, trying once again to desperately recapture the magic of past success without having the ingredients that made those original films work. To me, all this trailer was good for is that it is very clearly going to be used as an effective tool to combat insomnia. A trailer is used to sell the audience on the idea of watching this movie. But when you don't have enough interesting things going on in your movie to cut together to make a compelling trailer, why on earth would I believe that the final product will end up being anything better?
Y'all be cool. Right on.